Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you a bag which is without a doubt the most ladylike bag I've ever owned. I don't really, whereas I like some of the girly things as long as they're not overly frilly or pink or whatever. I like pretty things, but I'm not very good with ladylike. I'm just not put together enough and tidy enough. And I'm just noticing I'm wearing this, so this is probably one of the most, even if it's not real or whatever, it's just a bit of fun. But there we go, we shall just pretend I put this on in honour of this bag I'm going to show you. Anyway, I'm going to cut to the chase. It's quite a rare piece, so I've been told, and it is very, very lovely. It is this. It is and now I have to look it up again because I keep forgetting what it's called. It is a Mulberry Vintage Kelly in chestnut Nile leather. So Kelly, yes, very much so, because it is clearly modelled on the Hermes Kelly. And I believe Roger Saul did this when he was still in charge of Mulberry. And I also believe he got into a little bit of trouble for A, nicking their design, and B, having the audacity to call it the Kelly. And it is very much that shape. It's very structured, and on the back it has these loops, these sort of belts attached that go through into the bag, come through, and then fasten in front of the flap, and with the sort of postman lock closure here. Now I don't know, I've never had a Kelly, I've never even seen one in real life, so I don't know whether it has the same sort of twist action or whether it has something different. But anyway, it certainly has the sort of overlapping over the front flap design. You can see little padlocks attached here, and on the back actually we've got the Mulberry Fob, which has a number on it. Now when we open it up, we see it is lined. I don't know whether it's lined or self-lined. You can't really see because of the inking, but it's quite thick and very sturdy, and it is lined in really, really soft suede. And in there you see it has the Mulberry stamp in there, and again, really ladylike thing. There is a little pocket there. There, light, where are you? There, and in that little pocket is, no lady should ever be without one, a mirror. Oh, you can see my room now. A mirror, tiny little handheld mirror, which has leather on the back and the little mulberry tree on there. So there, just pop that back in before I break it. And it also has, towards the back, it has a little zip pocket. It's very small though. And actually, a zip pocket, I only just noticed that now, is lined in the signature check fabric. You won't be able to see that, so I'm not even going to attempt to angle the back at you. Now, I got this a little while ago, and I was going to pass it on straight away, and then I completely fell in love with it and thought, no, I'm going to hang on to it. However, I've recently bought something else which, in terms of how much I can get into it, is very comparable, and in terms of it being structured. And I just thought I'd show it next to this one, just to give you an idea of size, because chances are you will know this, but not this. And it's a Ledbury. Now, it's not as high as the Kelly, but it's deeper. In the middle, at least, at the very bottom, the Kelly's deep, but it goes slim quite quickly. And in terms of what it holds, it's quite similar. And you might have seen, I've done a video where I converted this one with clamps. So essentially, I made myself a little small basewater satchel out of my Ledbury. So I've been using this, and I will do another review on having used it for a bit. So I think I might let this go, but I'm not sure yet. I really, really do love it. But anyway, so it does come with a shoulder strap. It isn't adjustable, and it's not the sort of more modern clamps that we know. It's just a little one that you sort of push in, and there are no additional loops or anything. You just attach it to the loops on which the other D-rings on which the handle sits, and then it's this length. So for me, on the shoulder, it would probably be a bit long. I'd put a knot in here if I wanted to, or I guess if I knew I was going to keep it, I could have this shortened by a cobbler. But I would be wearing crossbody anyway, so for that, I really like it in terms of the length. Right, let's have a quick measure and then we'll have a look what we can fit in. So, oopsie, it is 34 centimeters wide, 24 centimeters high, and at the very bottom where it's the widest, what have we got there? About 13 centimeters. But at the top, you see that's only like 3.5 centimeters or so. It has slouched a little bit around here, so it would be wider, but it's not that wide at the top. Well, let's see what she takes. We probably won't even fill her up all the way, but just to give you an idea. Got my usual stuff here, which I put in my daily sort of work bag, which is bits and bobs, papers. Just pop in here. I've got this, in which I have, I think, a couple of tampons, a pen, a charging cable. What have we got in there? Checkbook, another pen. So just for your bits and bobs, so you know that fits in there. I've got still my Prada wallet, Prada purse, continental size. I've got my diary and my little notepad book. Here we go. I've got my shopping bag. Couple of packs of tissues. The other little bag with charging cables and USB pen drives. Don't need the measuring tape. My phone. Now let's see if that fits in that really slim pocket at the back that we don't. Yeah, that actually fits in quite well, so I will put it in there. Normally I would put this in the back to see whether it would be picked up, so I just have to wave the bag at the proximity thingy. And my train card, we'll put that in there, and then we have my BlackBerry in there and put my inhaler on top. So we would be able to fit quite a bit more in here. We're about up to here, you can see that. So you could probably lay a bottle of water flat on top, or you could rearrange it and would manage to get a book in there or something. So let's close her up. Now this is a little bit fiddly, and actually I guess now looking at this, you realise that this is where they've got the idea for the Bayswater shoulder bag, which is the same sort of action, flap over and then here. And I've seen the Bayswater shoulder bag closed like this. So if you would find that too fiddly, going all the way over and over and then always having to undo both straps, we could try this, and that works as well. So there you go. And actually it doesn't look weird or anything. No, it looks fine. So you would only have to undo this and you'd be in your bag. Actually I quite like that. So anyway, close her up, filled up, a crossbody, and you can see the slouch here has gone, but she does slope more than the Ledbury does. So, and I've been using the Ledbury, so the Ledbury carries this every day, and is probably a tiny bit fuller than this. You get a little bit more in there, and obviously if you like maybe to get an A5 in there, an A4 you wouldn't get in here, but something slightly bigger and fairly flat, you'd be better with this. This is also a little bit sturdier, a little bit more structure to it. I certainly wouldn't put a Zamora in there. I'm still debating whether I need one for the Ledbury, might not, because it's fairly sturdy, certainly not as slouchy as the Alexa. But I don't think you would need one, certainly not for structure in here. If you want the different compartments just to organise, of course, then you could get one. So anyway, this is, as I just said, the Mulberry version of the Kelly bag, and this is in, I'm gonna have to look it up again, in chestnut Nile leather. And the Nile leather is apparently, it's different to the Congo. It has these sort of little dots in between. There we go, there we're just catching it. You see these little dots? That's what makes it Nile, and chestnut is just the colour, so it's a little bit darker and richer than the teak, which again I believe is darker than the oak. So anyway, I'll shut up now. Lovely little vintage bag. Hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think. Thanks, bye!